Hello everyone, my name is Hoàng. I'm from class D4F. Wonders of the Past. This might be a subject that you have heard a lot, but you have more to dig down. So let's dive right into this really interesting subject. Today, we'll be talking about two of the wonders, the Stonehenge and the Great Wall of China. So let's begin. Let's talk about Stonehenge. These stone circles are located in England. People transported the first stone to this place around 5,000 years ago. Still, for now, we don't know a lot about Stonehenge, like who built it, how did they build it, and why did they build it. For now, it's still a mystery. What we know is that people built Stonehenge with blue stones and sarsen stones. There were about 80 blue stones. It is just about. It might be not exactly, but it's around 80 blue stones. And they came from mountains that is 250 kilometers away. And they are very heavy, the blue stones. Some of them weigh about 4 metric tons. If you think that is heavy, well, you are wrong. The sarsen stone, you remember that I mentioned it? Well, it's even bigger and heavier. The biggest sarsen stone of them weighs around 45 metric tons. This will weigh like 10 elephants. So you know how weight and how heavy it is? And about 4,000 years ago, people had transported all of them. The blue stones, the sarsen stones, they transported all of them from 30 kilometers away. That is really strange, since you remember the sarsen stone. But there is a bigger question. How did people use Stonehenge? What is its purpose? There are some really interesting theories that have been said. Maybe they use it as a cemetery, or a place to study the sun and the stars, or maybe it was also a temple. Whatever its purpose is, it's still a special place for some people today. Every year, on June 21st, lots of people go to Stonehenge to celebrate the longest day of the year. And just look at this picture. You know how much people it contains in the June 21st? Well, let's move on. And we have the Great Wall of China. Let's go back to history. About 2,400 years ago, China is not actually lined up. It was separate into a lot of small countries, and there were often wars. Still, people didn't want enemies in their country, so they built big walls to keep them out. And for more than 2,000 years, people built walls, destroyed them, and built new ones. And as you can see in this map, different lines can show when they were built. So the Great Wall of China is actually not built already. It was built by many walls. Together, they're all about 7,000 kilometers long. So walls are just about 7 meters high, but there will be some taller towers. As you can see right here, this is a tower, and in another distance, there's another tower. Okay, let's talk about how to build it. It's a little bit different from Stonehenge because we already know who built it. Prisoners, soldiers, the low-ranked ones, peasants, and all sort of people you could imagine has been sent and forced to build the wall. They have to transport the stones and bricks that made the wall today by hand. Yes, by hand. And this work was hard and dangerous. About 3 million people have died building the wall. And later, more than 1 million soldiers had guarded the wall. But actually, now the wall is really useless. It is hard to stop the enemies. And people also really like to use the wall, the top part, as a road. And today, tourists like to walk along the wall. The top path of the wall. Oh, fun fact, for many years, people have to think that you could see the Great Wall of China from the moon. They think it was that big, but yeah. You're wrong. This is not true. The Great Wall of China is not that big, okay? This is the end of my presentation today. Thank you for listening and see you next time.